All right, hey everybody. Well, now is the time that I'd say 5 people have been waiting for. I've been here in Vegas, here in Henderson, Nevada. Moved from Oregon. It's been almost a month. We pretty much got the garage, our inventory storage, all kind of in place and where we needed it about 3 weeks ago. So I've definitely taken my sweet time getting around to showing you guys exactly how we have everything set up. It's really sunny here right now. I'm outside because I want to show you the garage from the door being open, although generally, just to have more light in there to show you guys, but generally the garage door is closed. We can access everything without having it open. It's really sunny here, nice and bright, beautiful, warm. It actually rained a couple days ago for like 2 days. I guess it was like the first rain in 116 days, but I felt like I was back in Oregon. But anyway, so I'm going to show you how we have everything set up here. I'm going to flip this around. As you can see from here, it looks pretty packed, but like I said, we have the door closed. So we're able to kind of use this little bit of space that's right at the door because we don't have to be able to like go in and access. So like these bins that are right here are actually Christmas stuff. And you can see the end of Victoria's like clothing, the clothing racks that I built for her over here. And here's where I have a lot of my shoes. So all of the stuff all the shoes that I have that are in their original boxes are right there and down the bottom over here. And then I actually have stacked up here my system that I have kind of set up, and I had showed you guys in an earlier video all the rest of my shoes, because I buy a lot of shoes at like Ross, Burlington Coat Factory, and when I get them there, they don't come in their original boxes. So I have all of these in boxes with like the labels on the outside so that I can pretty quickly find them. All right, so we're gonna go in, we're gonna squeeze in over here. Hopefully you can see this light changes here. You can see that I built my double racks. I brought them with me from Oregon. These are the same ones that I had in my basement. I did have to make some adjustments. I actually made them, for one thing, I made them taller because when I was in my basement, the bottom rack had to be a little bit shorter because I only had so much ceiling space, and this garage is a lot taller. So I actually added, if I remember correctly, about 6 inches or more on the bottom, which is awesome because it used to be that I could only have shorter jackets on the bottom so they wouldn't be touching the floor. But now I can actually fit nice, you know, pretty much all jackets other than like really long coats. Those are the only ones I can't put on the floor because they'll actually touch the floor. But I have the double racks going here. I don't have as much, you know, back in Oregon I had 2 walls, so it was 2 different sections of racking. Here it's like 1 long wall, so I did have to shorten it a little bit in that respect, but I actually ended up with more space because I went from having one section that was like a single, just a single rack for really tall jackets. I eliminated that, so now it's all double all the way down. So I'm actually able to fit like a bunch of jackets. And if I turn around here, you can see, so these are the shoes that you could see from the outside. And then here's some more here. There's a couple pairs on top that I just listed that still need to be put away. So these are all the rest of the shoes. And then I actually have like all of my bins here. Now for the most part, I use just one type of bin. These bins I actually got at Costco. Sometimes they go on sale for like $7 a piece, but I think normally they're like $8 a piece. So they're not too expensive and they're really heavy duty. I believe they're 27-gallon bins. You know, you don't need to get these exact ones obviously, but I would suggest, I think it's really helpful to have all the same ones to make it easier to store things. These particular ones are really heavy duty. They're stackable and they lock into place kind of like almost like Legos, and it just makes them really easy to maneuver. The only other type of bins I have are these ones over here that I have all my hats in. I got those at Walmart. They're just like a nice long flat bin, and they stack and they have wheels on them. And those are really nice because I'm able to fit like a lot of hats in them. So this is my entire inventory, is all these jackets, the shoes, and then the bins, and that's all of my stuff. So I'm actually able to fit it within probably about 1/3 of the space of this garage. And then when I had done a video before of getting this space ready, I had talked about needing to add more overhead storage. And so this rack right here is what I got this off of eBay, and actually had a friend help put it up. And we were able to fit all of the Christmas decorations because Vikki has like a ridiculous amount of Christmas decorations. So that's all up on this overhead space, and there's one back there you can see. Sorry for the bright light. And so all of our personal stuff is, everything is up above, so that pretty much everything that's within the space of the garage on the floor up is all inventory. So yeah, so that's all of my stuff. And then I'm gonna go around over here, and this is where Vikki's stuff starts. And I'll show you in a minute kind of how we do this, because as you can see, like my bins are right up against her bins. So you're probably wondering like how she's able to get into that stuff, but I'll show you that in a second. So she's got all of her, a lot of her clothing items and linens and like plush toys are in those. And then she's got these, all this shelving space because she does do a lot of hard goods, which I don't do because I hate hard goods. So I switched over pretty close to from the beginning when I started. When I started doing clothes and realized how much easier it was, I kind of just stopped doing hard goods. So, but she still does a lot of them, and she does really well with those. But she also does men's clothing and women's clothing. And so here's another row, and as you can see, we really have to like maximize the space. So here's all of her racks, like I'd shown you before when I built them. So she has like all of her jackets, I think women's dresses and sweaters, sweatshirts I think are all in there. And then she's got some bins over here for shoes, and you can see some of the packing material that we have is over here. It's kind of, you know, it's in the aisle, but we can she can access everything. But she's got all of her like tchotchkes, hard goods are on these shelves. And then over here is Vikki's shipping station. She does a lot of her shipping out here. It's just easier for her, especially with the hard goods, to kind of, when she's like boxing stuff up, she's got all of her boxes, so she's always saving boxes. And I think I showed you guys this area before, but this is where we have like all of our shipping supplies. I do my shipping up at my desk, so I'll show you that later. And so I have like a minimal amount of shipping supplies up there because I don't need as much variety usually with the stuff that I do. But we'll go back around over here. And so like I said, you know, my bins are all up against her bins. So first of all, I've got to pull a few things. I've got, I think 6 items that I need to ship this morning. And so I'm going to go ahead and just show you like how I'm able to get at my stuff. Hopefully like some of you guys might find this interesting, but just kind of show the space in action. I'm going to set up my little camera here. So I can get, whoops, sorry guys, trying to make this work. I want to be able to show you this. All right, so I'm coming around. Sorry, it's a little bit dark because I got that light over there. That's not too bad. All right, so what I do is I will actually go, the way I do is I go on my phone. Vikki actually goes and prints hers out to pull her stuff. I just go to my eBay app, look at, let's see, I've got 6 items that are paid that need to ship now. I've got 4, well, vests and 3 jackets and then 2 shirts. So I'm going to go ahead. I usually grab my jackets first. And I'll actually take you guys with me. Hold on. Okay, so the first thing I need to get is this vest. It's actually a vest that I like literally just got enlisted. So it's like really easy to access. I bought this at Burlington Coat Factory. It was on clearance for $15. I just sold it for $50 plus shipping. Let's put that over there. Let's see, the next thing I need to find is, there is a Portland Trailblazer jacket. This is also something that I listed fairly recently. I bought it in Portland, or I bought it in Oregon. Yeah, it's right here. Put that fairly recently. So that's another one. And then I have a Alpha Industries Parka jacket. These are some jackets that I bought. Wait, let me see what size it is. These are some jackets that I bought at Ross back in Oregon, and I got a whole bunch of them. I paid $40 a piece, and I've been selling them for anywhere from $125 to $180 was the most I sold one for. This is a size 2XL, so these I'll have all down here. So I gotta grab this. So see, I have everything hanging here. So I need to find the 2XL. These are 3XL. Here's a 2XL right here. So these are these nice, big, heavy, kind of military styled bomber parka jackets. So I got one of these. This particular one I sold for $135. All right. And then one more jacket is a Portland Timbers Adidas jacket. And I think I saw this recently. I don't have these in any particular order. Maybe it would be a little easier to find stuff if I did, but I'm usually able to find stuff really fast. You know, I could arrange them by size, but I don't. And like I said, when they're hanging up, it's just really easy to find them. Okay, so the last two things I need to get are these shirts. Now, this is where I'm gonna set you guys up. Sorry, the video is like all crazy, moving around, but I'm gonna set you guys up and hopefully you'll kind of be able to see like how... All right, I can see you guys. All right, so the last two things that I need a polo shirt. It's a Liverpool FC, it's football club, it's soccer polo shirt, and I actually just listed that the other day. I bought it with that first big haul, the haul that Vikki and I did the other day. I didn't share this one. It just wasn't one of the ones that I picked, but it should be right on top. So I just gotta pull this bin down. It's kind of a heavy one because it's real full. And find, it's gotta be somewhere towards the top here. It's a black polo. And let's see, it's not it. Where are you, buddy? Short sleeves actually are usually over on this side. So there it is. So I gotta dig a little bit, but I usually am able to find it fairly quickly. That one's towards the top. Put that down. This one's one of my heavier bins, so it's a bit of a job to lift it up. Top. And then I got one last shirt I gotta get. And this one is, it's like a men's wedding shirt. I'll show you what it is. They're called a Gayabera wedding shirt. So that's going to be in my short sleeve button up, which is, these are all labeled. So long sleeves, and short sleeve. I just gotta dig through here real quick. Oh, actually it's towards the top too. I don't think I had this up for all that long. So this is like one of those wedding shirts. It's got like the 4-pocket thing going on in the front. They're kind of like a Mexican wedding shirt. Anyway, I sold that for $30 and it's going to Canada, so they paid shipping. All right, so that's everything. So that's how I pulled everything. And actually, I'm going to leave you down here. So this is the part where I show you how we managed to use this space so that we can fit our 4,000 pieces of inventory in here. Throw everything back up here. And so generally, in the morning, I'll pull my stuff first. And then what I'll do is I pull all these bins over so that when Vikki comes out here, she can access everything. And so because they're all stacked the way they are and they all lock in, it makes it a little bit easier. Vikki has a hard time moving these, but you know, I'm taller and a little stronger, so I'm able to just like manhandle this stuff over. Just slide it. Just quickly do this. And then the next morning when I come to pull my stuff for tomorrow to ship, I just slide everything back. And so what ends up happening, let me flip this around here real quick, is now Vikki can access these ones, and so when she comes through, she can pull her bins down if she needs to get to ones underneath. So that's basically how we do it. All right, so next I'm actually going to show you my photography area. The one that, actually it's our photography area because we all use it. So anyway, I'll show you that here in a minute. When you go in, first you'll see old lady Pickles waiting to greet us, and there's Grizz, my pup who moved here from Oregon. All right, so we actually have it set up in the, I guess this is like the family room. Oh, and there is Luna over there in the corner. Anyway, so we, most of all of the photography stuff just kind of gets shoved over in that corner over there when we're not using it. But then when we are using it, we bring it out. Oh, Grizz has something to say apparently. She would like some pets. Anyway, so we pull everything out. We actually use, we have the double curtains on the sliding glass door. So we can have white background, or if we need to have a dark gray background, we have that as well. So I actually got a huge haul yesterday out at Savers here in this area. It was 25% off days, Thursdays, so I went to 4 of the 6 of them and found a ton of stuff. So anyway, so today after I do this video, I'm going to be doing all my photography. So I've got it set up here. Got my lights hooked into this power strip, so I can just flip that on. And then I've got my lights set up, and it actually takes really good pictures. Before, you know, I was doing my pictures in the basement, and I was a little worried about being able to come up with a similar setup here. And actually, you know, bringing my lights in and then using the existing kind of like the backdrop setup that Vikki already has here. It works really well. First thing I'm going to be listing is this awesome vintage members only leather jacket that I found yesterday. Paid 10 bucks for this baby. I'm pretty excited about it. Anyway, so I take my pictures here, and I actually do all of my measurements at the same time. So I'll take pictures of the stuff, and then I actually bring it over here, put it up on the counter. I've got my scale. I put a box on it because it's really easy just to throw it inside the box or put it up on top of the box and get the weight for it. And then I write everything down, and then when I go to list later, all I have to do, I can already have all the stuff put away, and all I have to do is use this list and to go off of it. I have my measurements and what it is and size, where it's made, the content, like this particular thing is a fleece sweatshirt, so it's polyester. So that's how I do all of my pictures and my measurements. And this is the photo area. And next I'll show you our offices and kind of where we go from here. All right, now to check out the office space. So we go through the living room. There's the front door. And then right here is Vikki's office, where she is diligently working. And so she's got stuff that's ready to be listed. Well, I think this stuff is stuff that needs to be photographed still.
Yep.
And she does it slightly different than I do. I measure my stuff as I photograph it. She likes to have her stuff with her while she's listing it, so she gets her pictures taken, and then you come in and you look at me.
Yeah, the left side is photographed and to be listed over the next couple of days, and this kind of mishmash mess right here is all that I have left to be photographed that also needs to be listed. Mm-hmm. So I don't generally have this much of a backlog. But we went on a big sourcing trip, and you gave me a whole bunch of junk.
I did.
/ wonderful product that I need to get to. So
yeah.
We've been diligently listing every day, but I have a lot more product, and I do hard goods, which takes a lot more.
Yuck.
So.
Yuck. And the best thing that happened to me when I moved here was getting to use the Zebra printer. It makes things magical. Anyway. All right, I'm gonna head upstairs to show you my space. I've got a sweet little loft office. Let's go up here. And I said that Vikki likes Christmas. Here's her peacock tree that is up year-round. So come around to the loft, and this is my office and my working space. So you see I've got my stuff over here that needs to be listed, or that needs to be shipped out. This is the stuff I just pulled earlier. So that's ready to be shipped out. I've got my desk set up, my 2 monitors. If you don't have 2 monitors, you're crazy. You should be getting on that. Got my TV to watch while I'm working. And then I have like a little bit of shipping materials. Because I do all clothing, it's pretty limited. I send a lot of stuff out in just these smaller polys. It's like first class stuff. Also, international stuff that can fit in this will go in one of these. If you can, get big poly bags, because these big ones are so awesome. I get these with my shipping credit from eBay. I'm able to put a lot of larger jackets in this. So anything that is, like, especially stuff that's like relatively closer, that would be too much to send in like a medium flat rate, I will send in those. It saves a lot on weight. Sometimes it can be the difference of, going over into the next pound by using a box. So I'll put it in a poly, and it'll actually save me quite a bit on shipping. I do use a lot of like medium flat rates for big jackets. I'm able to fit in there. And then I also have these shoe boxes that you can get free from the post office, and these are great for shipping shoes in. They're not flat rate, they do go by weight for priority, but they're great. So yeah, so this is my working space, and this is how we're able to kind of make everything happen in a house with a 2-car garage with 4,000 items in our inventory combined. We do have a little bit of room to grow, but not tons, but hopefully we won't have to look into storage for a little while anyway. But anyway, that's it. So hopefully that's everything that you guys wanted to see. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them down below and I'll try to answer them. And I will see you guys later.